A lot of my friends are getting married, and I'm happy for them. I think that I'm just in a different headspace at the moment. They all get really excited to plan their weddings, and I get really excited to plan a breakup. Guys, hear me out on this. Girls do weird things, and from the day we start dating you, we keep tabs on everything you do wrong. So that if and when we decide to break up with you, because I don't know, the wind changes direction, we can then refer to said list, extrapolate one isolated incident, and use that as the piece de resistance of our breakup masterpiece. You don't believe me? You ever been dating a girl? Everything's going great, you know, things are mediocre. Okay, not great, but whatever, things are fine. And she breaks up with you out of the blue like, you breaking up with me? Yes, your feet look like eagle claws. There, I said it, caw. Say caw goodbye. It seems like it's out of nowhere. We let things build, and it could be like a hairpin trigger. You could be sitting at your anniversary dinner. I'm thinking about getting salmon. I'm fucking done. Like, it doesn't really matter. Just so you know, I'm not cavalier about this. I put time and effort into these breakups. You put time and effort into dating me, I'm going to return said time and effort plus interest, it's a very good ROI, on that breakup, okay? These are handcrafted breakups. Hand-hewn, Echo in California, tailor-made, forged from the fires of your own insecurities, specialty breakups, okay? I don't do a generic breakup. I don't do a breakup template. I don't do the whole, oh my God, it's me, not you. No, it's you, motherfucker. Here's a list of reasons why.
Oh, you guys ever seen that movie, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days? That's my favorite movie of all time. I know what you're thinking. What about Casablanca? What about Shawshank Redemption? What about these beautiful movies? I watch How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days probably 7 to 10 times a year. I love it so much. If you don't know what it's about, it's Kate Hudson plays a pretty lady. Matthew McConaughey plays a pretty man. And the whole thing is like, Kate Hudson's like, I'm going to lose him in 10 days. And her friends are like, no, you're not. And then she tries real hard, and that's what the movie's about. So she's trying to lose Matthew McConaughey in 10 days, right? And she does all this crazy shit. She brings a plant over to his apartment. She brings stuffed animals over. She does a funny accent. She's doing all this crazy shit, you know? And then she goes to her friend. She's like, I don't know what's happening. I can't lose this guy in 10 days. But every time I watch the movie and I see her do all this stuff, all I can think is, shit on the floor. What are you doing? But don't use your baby voice. You just shit on the floor. I would honestly be the worst, like, weirdest best friend in a movie. Because she'd come to me and she's like, I did all this stuff. And I'd be like, do you shit on the floor? I mean, I would just try that. I mean, serious, though. I'm going to make a short film called How to Lose a Guy in 16 Seconds. And yes, I just gave away how long it takes me to shit.
So I began planning the breakup on the first date. We dated for about 3 months, and at the conclusion of 3 months, I decided that I wanted to do a rain breakup. Felt the rain would be emblematic of the tear shed during the courtship. A lot of poetry in that. Rain breakup, wanna break up in the rain. Oh my God, rain, right? It's all different kinds of rain breaks up. You can do one in an alley crying. You could do one, you could be a young British country girl in the 1800s running through a field. No! I can't be. You're in a white dress, no shoes. Women actually weren't allowed to wear shoes until 1962. Fun fact. No, I can't be with you. I've been betrothed to another Jeremiah. Why, I love you so much. No. Running in the rain, and it's cascading. I've got long hair. They didn't have scissors back then either. Just long hair. I'd wrap it around like a belt. It's weird. And I'd be running, and it would cascade over white, so it's just see-through. You wouldn't see areola, but you'd see nipple bumpage, right? Like Rachel, Friends, circa 1997, network nipple, right? Running, fucking doing it. No bra, running hard, no bra, because in your fantasy, your tits are like rocks, just running.
Because in the beginning of a relationship, it's so exciting, like you're so attracted to each other, right? Like you can't stop touching each other, you're ripping off clothes, you're throwing each other up against walls, consensually, hopefully. And then there's this gradual shift that happens, right? You don't see it coming, it happens over time. you find yourself politely taking off your shirt and folding it and putting it on your side of the bed, and then you take off your shirt and fold it and put it on your side of the bed, and then you get under the covers and you turn out the lights, and you're like, why are you Googling Brita filters? I thought you found one you liked. And he's like, I found a coupon. And you're like, I guess I'll sleep at my place. And he's like, well, can you leave the garage door opener? And you're like, why? And he's like, well, because the last time we broke up, you had the garage door opener, and I never got it back. And you're like, are we breaking up? And he's like, I don't know. Are we? And you're like, I don't know. Are we? And he's like, I don't know. Are we? And then 3 years later, you break up and still have his garage door opener. Thank you very much. Thank you.